What's good, everybody? It's your boy King Hush Hush. Let me pause this music one time. So I'm on the A-Hat Washington page. I know I said I was working on a top of 2015 list. So while working on this list, some weird things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what I was doing is I'm grabbing all these numbers from all the views on, not just on here, but on, I got all kinds of stuff. I got the A-Hat main page loaded up and everything, and I'll go through all of it. But basically, I'm grabbing all the views. I'm grabbing the names and the weight of the names that people are battling. I'm also doing other stuff like music. I'm also working on, like the impact that the battles had, the rewatchability, and I'm pretty much writing everything down on a point system. And I can't show you right now because I'm on a big tablet, you know what I'm saying, and everything's written on the on the tablet. But basically, based on everybody's digits, I'm writing down a point system, and then I'm folding the paper in half. I'm writing them all down in my tablet. Once I'm done, I'm writing everything here on these cue cards. I'm writing all the stats out here, and I'm writing the name inside. Then I'm folding it, and then based on the stats that are written outside, and I'll have more videos with the stats on them just to show you guys proof. I'm gonna be choosing the top 25 battlers, and I'm gonna be choosing 15 honorable mentions. Now, I'm doing Canada, Oregon, Seattle, Bellingham, Olympia, Tri-Cities, Idaho, and any other, Alaska, and any other Northwest city. So I counted over 260 battlers, and I'm only choosing 25 to put on that list. Now, here's one thing I'm really trying not to lean so hard on is views. Let me show you something here. So we got check this out. Let me get this straight. Let me see. You got can we even see this? Hold on. Let me enlarge this screen real quick one time for you guys. Okay, we're starting with Empty Money Dasani, 314 views, 328 views, 327 views, 270 views. Now we go down here. There's 56 views, 46 views, 560 views, 348 views, and then boom, we get there. 1,600 views, King Curtis and Un. Now, King Curtis and Un isn't a battle that I consider to be a top battle, but just look at the numbers. So King Curtis wasn't as big a part of the battle rap scene this year as he's doing, quote unquote, but his impact this year was bigger than a lot of people out. Let's see, these are two guys that people might think are top dudes this year, and look at their views. 399 views on a Patron vs. Emery battle. Now, Taylor Martin and Furious Styles, obviously it was gimmicks, but 1,700 views. King Hush Hush vs. Heartless, 125 views, but let me show you this. We go over to this side of the page, King Hush Hush vs. Heartless. On the next rap battles page, 1,700 views. And that's just off of one Hush battle. Now let's scroll down a little bit. Lane versus MT Money. Definitely not a heavyweight match, but look at the views. 795. Samoan Solo, 1,900 views versus a white rapper. Neither one of these matches was huge, but those battles have more views than Heretic vs. AM at 375. And Heretic vs. AM, these are two battlers that a lot of people are expecting to see on top this year, on top of the list. Hush vs. Demon, 786, not to mention the fact that this was loaded up to 2 channels. And then we got more battles at 300, 200, 100, and we got 362 on an AKA battle. Hush vs. Just did 435, 755 for AM vs. Biggs. That's good. LS the Zombie vs. AM at 78 views, but this actually got main page, so this is at like 3,000. J vs. Un is 500 something. And you see, just looking at these views, like these are big matches. AD versus, Albit, or AD versus Solo, Albit. So these are all the matches that happened this year. As far as King Hush Hush versus Vocab, this was uploaded on the next channel too, and this is almost at 1,000, and then it's 165 here on the A-Hat Washington page. These are from November. So these are the battles that happened this year on this channel. And as you could tell, MT Money, El Solo, White Rapper, Hush, King Curtis have gotten the most views, over other big names, like that you would expect, like Loons and Patron and Emery, that you would expect. Heretic and AM was on the main page. So you're expecting to see these guys higher on the list because they won more matches, but the impact they made on the Northwest battle scene, the amount of views they got, the amount of followers and the amount of fans, they're different. Not to knock any of them. I know on Heretic's channel, Heretic has more views, most definitely. I know AM is on main page, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, there's certain guys like King Curtis and MT Money who at least got to make the honorable mentions list, if not the full, 25 list, just based off of views and the stuff that they've done, because a lot of people sleep on them based off of the quality of battle, but they're not even paying attention or realizing that they got more views than some of these big names, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I'm talking about. So here we go, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, 8,000, which is actually not a battle here. 4,000, 3,000. So you see these main page battles here. Young Nate versus Kamayu's at 1,700, which, as I showed you a little bit earlier, on our own regular page, we had a battle that hit over 1,700. Patron versus AM at 2,000, 2,200 actually. So, I'm definitely counting these views, and with the 1,700s and the 2,000s and stuff. There, let's check over here. 3,500 for LS versus Rays. These aren't really big numbers, you know what I'm saying? And these are battles that happen in the middle of the year. Young Nate versus Hype at 4,000 is probably one of the most viewed ones this year for us. Young Nate and Hype is a big deal. We got almost $4,000 here for LS versus AM, which is a big deal. Hypnosis, 17,000 Hypnosis versus Kid Clutch. I am definitely going to be counting this and putting them up on the list. Hypnosis, he definitely has to be on there. But based on the other quality of battles, the amount of battles, it might fluctuate. Same thing with Hype. You know what I'm saying? Hype 5,000 here. That's not as much as you would think. Now I'm gonna use myself as an example on some other stuff here. This is music stuff, but 5,000 views, and this was released, just so you see, February 28th, 2015. What we got here? Publish Wolf Magic. Subscribe now. This is definitely a King Hush channel. And we are talking about, where are the views on this motherfucker? 6,300 on that one, and it was published July 17th. Then we got a little more. We got 38,000 on this one, King Hush Hush channel, published July 25th. Okay, so you see, just using myself as an example for some things that are outside of battle rap and the impact made on the battle rap scene, because a lot of those songs were songs that were on the intros of the battles. So the battles are definitely what helped push them. They were definitely used, in the battle realm. So, and I'm not counting my own points. I'm not really doing my own thing like that. We got Unverse Biggs at almost $7,000. But I'm not. This was at the 2015 event, so this was last year. So basically, starting from I believe it's Hype versus Shaw at 5,000 views. Those are all the battles we had this year on the main page, on top of a few KOTD battles, which I already looked at too. The numbers aren't too different. What do we got here? Fredo versus Enigma. I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm rewatching the Hollow Dawn versus Patch Day battle. But basically what I really wanted to get into is showing everybody why and how the lists are about to fluctuate. So yeah, you probably, and don't think that I'm going by views. I'm not going by views. Not at all. So basically I am going to be taking the views, and that's going to be 1 point out of a 5-point system. So whoever got the most views, and this includes everything, including vlogs, reviews. So I know Young Nate did a lot of reviews and predictions and vlogs. I'm counting all of those too. Music that was involved in the battling. If you're a battler and you put out a mixtape, I know Patron's gonna, definitely gonna get some points for that. If you battled, if you hosted battles, if like, did you run a league? Did you edit for the league? Did you battle for the league? I know Heretic and Civic are gonna get some of those points. And basically, I'm just trying to get all these battlers, stats together to see how they did in the Northwest battle realm, and you would be surprised at how the list is going to go. I most definitely am doing it anonymously, but just showing you guys the views on the channels. I don't want anybody to either be too surprised or angry at me, because as you can see, and like I said, I'm not going to be putting myself high on the list. I'm not going to do no fuck shit like that, but just showing you what you guys did. If you see a battler like King Curtis or MT Money on the list above you or in an honorable mention and you didn't make the list, just know that the proof is in the pudding. You did not make, or you did not get as many views, or you probably had better battles, but you didn't do as much as they did as far as promotion, as far as trying to make an impact in the battle realm and spreading the name and getting out there. Now there's one more thing I want to do. I'm not gonna show you guys the KOTD stuff, but I do have the KOTD footage and all the numbers and stuff. I'll be going to Smoked Out battles. They're part of the Northwest. So I'm going Smoked Out battles videos. I looked at all these. 59 views, 166 views, 400 views, 349 views. You know what I'm saying? The views fluctuate here. They're about the same as they had Washington. You got some that go as high as 1,000, some that go as low as 200, some go as low as the 50s. But yeah, so all of you see 600 and something views. So all of you in this league and other leagues in the KOTD Northwest events, all the High Noon videos, which I believe High Noon was the only channel that had the most videos over 1,000 views without the help of a main channel. And believe it or not, even though we probably have the least amount of talent right now and we're the newest, the Haunted Room, we without the help of a main page channel, look at that, 3,000, almost 4,000 views without the help of a big name channel. We're one of, the Haunted Rooms, we're one of the leagues that get more views. Our views, we get up to the 700s, and we do pretty much better views than what AHAT Washington did this year, and Smoked Out and a few other leagues, but yeah, all this year a lot of these are over 1,000, a lot of these are 600, 700. Me versus Civic here at 1,200. Yeah, so like I said, we're definitely counting the views. I'm not sleeping on any PG views. I know there was some 50,000 views there. You already know they're going to be on the top list. Patron's battles on Battle of the Zay, I'm definitely putting them up on there. So I'm not skipping a beat. I'm not skipping anything at all. For those battles that happen on PGs or on other big leagues like KOTD that are not dropping this year, but that will be dropping early next year. If the battle happened this year and the battle hasn't come out, I'm giving you a quarter of a point to a half a point for that, putting you higher on the list just based on the league, because I know if it comes out on a big league, you'll definitely have the views for it. So this is just kind of like some of the point systems I'm using. I'm using the views, and then the views will give you 1 point. Then I'm also going to make a personal list based on who I believe was more active and had a bigger name, like that's the popularity list that we see, on the pages, and you get a point for being higher on that. And then you also get a point for the names, because I'm going to take each one of those top names that I have on the top list based on those first two points, and then I'm going to check their matches, and whatever matches seem like heavier matches, I'm going to give them higher points for taking a point for taking the risk and for battling more names or more threats. And then after that, I'm going to look at which battles were actually classics, and I'm going to give them a point or take away a point, or I'm doing percentages, and I'm using a calculator, so I'm going to be chopping off or shaving off or adding, a percentage of a point due to, the quality of the battle. And then after that, there's some other things like impact, music, and the extras. Those just count as 1 point. I don't want to score too many points on stuff outside of battles, but just promotion. Did you do reviews? Did you do stuff outside of the battle that kept your name buzzing. Those are gonna sort of add on to, you know, so sort of like extra credit when you're doing homework. And all in all, everybody's going to have a score. The higher the score, the higher you be on the list. The lower the score, the lower you'll be on the list. Some people are not going to make the list. If some of you end up in a draw, then that's when I will open the paper and think to myself, okay, who was bigger this year? Like off top, outside of stats, who made a bigger impact? And then I would choose a list that way. So I'm just kind of showing you guys this and doing this just to show you guys that I'm trying to do it as fair as I can. So stay tuned for the top 25 battlers of the year list. I'm also doing the top 3 rounds, top 3 battles overall in the world and local, and they will all be dropping on the same video. So stay tuned and God bless.